The sun was rising again. Santiago had been fighting the fish for 3 long days and nights. His body was weary, his hands swollen and bleeding, but his spirit remained sharp. He knew the fish was weakening, though its strength was still greater than anything he had ever faced. The line pulled with less power now, and Santiago felt the fish circling slowly deep below the boat. He recognized the pattern. The marlin was tired, but it would not surrender easily. It was preparing for its final struggle. "Now it begins," the old man whispered. He braced his feet against the wooden boards of the skiff and leaned back with all the strength left in him. The fish circled wider and wider. Each turn brought it a little closer to the surface. Santiago worked carefully, pulling in the line inch by inch. His muscles burned, but he welcomed the pain. Pain is not an enemy, he thought. It tells me I am alive. At last the marlin rose. The giant fish came into view, silver and purple in the water, glowing in the sunlight. Santiago gasped at its size. It was longer than the boat, with a great sword-like bill and a powerful body. The marlin swam gracefully, a king of the sea. "Fish," Santiago said aloud, his voice full of respect, "you are my brother, but I must end this. Forgive me." The boat began its long journey home. Santiago's arms were weak, but the wind carried him gently toward the coast. He looked at the marlin's shining body in the water. "We fought well, fish," he said softly. "You gave me everything you had, and I gave you everything I had. This was fair." The sea was calm, the sun warm. Santiago felt at peace, though he knew his work was not finished. The hardest part was yet to come, bringing his prize safely home. As the boat sailed, Santiago dreamed of how the villagers would react. The fishermen would measure the marlin, and the boy would be proud. People would see that the old man was not finished, that he was still strong, still capable of greatness. But Santiago also knew that victory carried danger. The smell of blood in the water would call the sharks. He looked at the horizon, his eyes hard. "They will come," he said, "but I will fight them." The marlin floated beside him, silent, beautiful, and dead. The old man placed his hand gently on the fish's side. "We are joined forever, you and I," he whispered. "Your death gives me life, but it costs me my soul." Night fell once more, and Santiago, though exhausted, kept watch. He felt both proud and deeply sad. He had won the greatest battle of his life, but he sensed that the sea would test him again before he reached home. He closed his eyes briefly, and in his half-dream he saw the lions of his youth on the African shore, running and playing freely. They gave him strength, as they always did. When he opened his eyes, he looked again at the marlin, shining in the moonlight. "Tomorrow we will face what comes," he said. "For now we rest together." The boat sailed on into the darkness, carrying the old man and his mighty prize toward an uncertain dawn.